Kia ora fam, it's your boy Keepa, aka the motivator. First of all, man, I hope you guys are enjoying the challenge. You know, the biggest thing to remember about a challenge is that it is a challenge. You know, a lot of people will think, you know, it's going to be a guarantee or things are going to go the right way, but that's not what always happens, you know. So if it's a challenge, you're in the right place, you know what I mean? Because you want to be testing yourself, you want to be pushing yourself, you want to be doing things that you probably don't want to do sometimes, but when you get through that, that mindset starts changing. So remember, it's a challenge, go and get it. So with the nutrition, I just want to talk a little bit about how much food you should be eating today. I get this, probably one of the biggest, probably the number one or number two things that I talked about with food consumption is about how much to eat. Now, one big thing where people think you can get away with is eating little, or being told by a lot of people that, man, you eat this much, you know, you're gonna lose weight. First of all, you know, if you're eating 500-600 calories a day, you're gonna starve, and the only thing that's gonna put pressure on is all your organs, or your joints, or your muscles, because everything needs to eat. You know, your body needs to eat off whatever's going in your body. So if you're eating 500-600 calories a day, it's going to run out of fuel real fast. So when it goes to heal itself, when it goes to look after itself, when it goes to feed it, it ain't got nothing there. And what it does is it starts feeding off the muscle. So eating low calories is okay if you're eating the consistent amount of low calories. And with, you know, ladies normally sit around about the 14 to 1500 calories a day if you're doing a calorie count. Fellas are around about 2000 calories. Now it's different for everyone, obviously. It's not calculated because it goes by your weight, obviously. You know, if you're a bigger person, as in height, weight, size, ethnicity, you're going to have a few more calories in there that you're going to be able, you need to eat. You know what I mean? You're going to need to eat some more food. And I'm trying to go over this because it does happen quite a bit, especially with the ladies, where we don't eat much all day, and then at lunchtime we have about 5 or 6 carrots or a couple of pieces of fruit, and then we get to dinner time, we have a salad. That's all we eat, and maybe, I don't know, a coffee here, a cup of tea here, something like that. And that's normally what happens. That's the wrong way to eat, guys. If you wanted to eat the smallest amount, you know, eat the right foods that give you the right amount of calories, but also right amount of nutritional needs. And I put you guys on not a calorie diet, because I believe if you eat the right foods the right way, you will get to whatever goal you want. And then all you do is you get more and more strict every day. And then once you learn all that food and you're consuming the same kind of foods, you're gonna get your weight down no matter what. And if you try to put on muscle, then we just got to start working on adding just a bit more protein here and there. Your carbohydrates need to be good. And that moves me to my second part. Carbohydrates are not bad. Whoever told you that? Unless you're on a keto diet, which is okay, up to you, does work, then it not work. Any diet can change you, man. But for me personally, carbs are great. But it's the right carbs that are going to get you, yeah? So, obviously potatoes are the one I put on no plan. I don't think I ever put on a plan, maybe once. And the reason potatoes are not actually potatoes, it's because, well, first of all, potatoes are harder to digest. They're harder to get through your body, and obviously store as fat. But the biggest reason I cut potatoes out is a lot of our good foods that we like to enjoy, like potato salad, like Samoan salad or Cook Island salad, that's the pink one, that's my favorite. Like chips, fish and chips, you know, these kind of here potato chips, these are all from potato, right? So getting off potato gets off majority of those bad foods that taste good. So already we're cutting a lot of food out, and that's why it's important to cut out potato. And like I said, man, it's just a lot harder to digest, and then obviously get rid of. When you're having kumara, man, your body just absorbs it, uses it, and then gets rid of what it doesn't need to, and it's gone. So there's nothing left in your body, or barely anything left to store as fat. Rice. The number one question about carbohydrates. Rice gonna make me fat? Hell no. This is my theory, guys. And I've been in this game a long time now. The two biggest nations in the world eat rice for probably breakfast, lunch and dinner. At least lunch and dinner. I tell you that much. And they pile the rice on. Yeah. The two biggest nations. They don't get big. They can get big, but it ain't from rice. Yeah. And I mean they because I'm part of that as well, man, because I love it. I love it. Yeah. So I tell you now, man, rice ain't gonna make you put on weight. You know, it's a good carbohydrate, good digestive carbohydrate, and it's good for you. Okay, so eat your rice. You can limit your rice if you want. If you're not you're not a carb person, you can just have a little bit of rice. You know what I mean? 50 grams to 100 grams, totally fine. But don't be scared of rice. Your best carbs are rice, kumara, wraps are good, you know, here and there, just depending on the person, and bread will be pretty much your last resort. Pumpkin's a great one as well, so you can add that. There's your carbohydrate. But keep it simple, guys. I keep everything simple, and that's the best way to be. So the rule of the day: don't eat too little. Eat around about 3 meals a day if you're not a big eater. So 3 meals is your guide. You don't have to eat the whole 5. I try to get you guys to eat 5. But there's smaller meals, good for you. Get the nutrients in there and get the proteins, carbs and fats that you need. It's avocado season. Smash those avocados, peeps. Half an avocado with your meal. Great pile of fats. Good for the skin too, man. So yeah, that's my little korero for today. Don't eat too little. Eat the right amount of food. But just eat the right food and you'll go good. You'll go better. I've seen it many times, not just one time. I've seen it many times. And it's not the wrong, it's just been installed in the brain wrong. Eating a good amount of food a day, that's the right amount of nutrients, is going to do wonders for your body. You know, and if you have been, just notice, if you have been eating that little for a while, and you start eating good, it would take you about 3 to 4 weeks for your weight to start going down. It'll probably go up for a while. Why? You're putting more food in, but it'll go down faster. Trust me. Have a beautiful day. Much love. Let's go.